Hello, friends. It's Suzanne Kohlberg. Welcome to the Nope Coach podcast, episode 44, Day Off or Switching Roles. So at the time of recording this, I think with a daily podcast, you get to go on a whole journey with me, depending on how many of these episodes that you listen to. At the time of recording this, tomorrow my kids have their athletics carnival. So we're going out to a track and field event, and there's the 100, 200, 800 meter sprints. Well, if you call them that, events, running races. And then there's I think they're doing high jump and long jump as the field events. And what sparked my attention for this topic is so many people I speak to, so many of my clients I work with, they're like, I don't understand why I'm so tired, Suze. I just had a day off, or I've taken some days off. And my question always is, have you truly had a day off, or are you simply switching roles? So tomorrow I'm attending the Athletics Carnival. Apparently my daughter's friends are excited for me coming. I was like, oh, do your friends like me? And they're like, yeah, you always bring good snacks. And for anyone listening, I check for allergies and all that sort of thing before, providing said snacks. But I found this amusing. But the thing is, you could say, well, yes, I'm having a day off tomorrow, as in I'm not coaching, I'm not running my program, I'm not recording podcasts or anything. So, oh, yes, technically it's a day off. However, the switching of the role, I'm not coaching my clients, but, an anxious child about to enter a running race and worried about, placing or people laughing at them, the new venue and the new location, traveling out, packing the snacks, being the mum to cheer. Like, yes, on one level, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. But another level, it's a big capacity draw to hang out with lots of people. It's not my, chosen jam. So it's like, it is a day off, but it also isn't. And other examples would be when I ask people what they do on their day off. I did the grocery shopping. I paid the bills. I rang up and renewed my kids to do school sports. I mended a pair of trousers. I cleaned the house. And I'm like, these are what you do on your day off. It's just something to think about. If you're perpetually exhausted and you don't know why, and you're like, I'm having all this time off, are you truly? What would it look like if you're on vacation? If you were taking a holiday? Like for me, a true day off, I can see myself reading a book, watching Netflix or, a TV show, going for a walk, writing, so many, like going to the beach, truly things that are enjoyable for me. Going to a movie, for some people, it might be gardening or quilting or pottery or visiting a museum. Like, a day off isn't switching roles. And I think I could talk in another episode, and perhaps I will, about, self-care versus aftercare. Because to me, when people say, oh, I went and bought the groceries and that was my like mini holiday, like, doing the grocery shop is a holiday. No, it's a basic human need to have food available. That's not a holiday. That is not time off. Yet so many of us are so constantly overbooked and so constantly busy that we lost touch with what it's like to have true hobbies or do something simply for the sake of doing it. And when we do, there's guilt or shame associated with it. I should be spending time with my kids, or I should be working on my business, or I should be exercising or batch cooking or something like this. And it's just something to think about. And maybe a day off might be a big ask or a tall order, depending on what you have on your plate, work-wise, caring-wise, responsibility-wise. So what about an hour off or a couple of hours off to unwind, to watch a show on Netflix or Stan or whatever without guilt, to go to an art museum, to do whatever it is that you want to do. Like I was going to say have a massage or a bubble bath, but they sound like the cliche things. but things that actually rebuild you, things that actually, build your spoons back up. If you've watched or listened, I did an episode on, when you've got no spoons, what are the activities that refill your cup, that refill your capacity? And I'd venture, if you actually took the time and did this pen to paper, not all of them take as long as you think. Like, you might not be able to take a week off and go on a cruise or, go to the Maldives or somewhere, but could you spend 5 minutes today? Pink's dropped a new song with a really awesome 80s film clip with Cher and this, and I just put that on twice and danced to it. And that was such a great cup filling activity that truly was like mini time off. It wasn't me madly washing dishes or folding clothes between client calls. So what I suggest for you to ponder today is, how long since you've had a true day off or true time off? How do you feel when it comes to taking time off? Is there guilt and shame associated with it? Are you only worthwhile if you're producing or being of service to others? And what would it mean to do something purely for the sake that you enjoy it? Reading a book, watching a movie, going for a walk, watching a sunset. So thank you for joining me. If you've enjoyed this episode, please let me know. I'd love for you to share it on Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media platform that you enjoy. Recommend it to a friend. Leave me a review. What has this sparked for you? What's turning when you think about, maybe I haven't really been having the time off. I've simply been switching roles. And what would it look like to actually have some time off and enjoy it? Thank you for listening, watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.